Welcome back to Prima Facie. Today we're going to go over the client portal feature. Now there's a lot to it, so hang tight. I'll let you know that there's a number of attorneys who tell us that they love the client portal, they need it, it's a requirement in order to manage their cases. There's other attorneys who have said, I don't want my clients anywhere near it. If you're one of those attorneys, you really need to consider the fact that client collaboration is the future. It may end up driving down prices, forcing you to be more competitive in the marketplace, but even more importantly, using something like the client portal lets you keep your client updated on the progress of their case as you are ethically required to do. And they can log in and get those updates whenever they feel that they need them. This can cut down on the number of phone calls to your practice and result in better communication between you and your client. So let's take a look. Rule number 1, give your contact an email address. Shelly's got one here. Step number 2, go to the Client Portal tab and click Enable. When you click Enable, it's going to send an email with a login and password to your client. All right, so that's important. You can scroll down here to select items that you want to be enabled for your contact. And you can just review all of those one at a time here. These are going to show up in a menu where they can add information. So if you're going to need previous addresses, definitely enable that. Typically, you're going to need criminal history, marriage history, family history, all those things. So let's go and see. The forms. Let's go inside a case that we have for Shelly here. And we're going to go to case flow items. We have those. Checklist items, we have those. Forms, we have those. Now, the flow and the checklist are going to share. If you have those right, it's going to be fine in the client portal. For forms, you actually need to decide which forms you want to share with your client. And so you can choose any of the ones that have been added to the case here. And to do that, we're going to go to Share Settings. And click on that. And what you can do is you can define which fields your client should have access to and which fields the client should not have access to. So, for example, if it's in blue, client has access to it. If it's in red, they do not have access. And you can use these buttons here to either enable all the fields on the page or on all pages of this form, or to disable all the fields. And then you can go and toggle them by clicking which forms are desired in the on or off position. Okay? After you've decided which fields you want to be edited by your client, simply make sure that it's turned on in the client portal. Share in client portal, so just click there. We've done that here. Let's close it. And you'll see that it's been marked as shared with the client. This form is also shared with the client. Now, what does it look like for the client? Let's find out. We're going to go to the email. They will get a link. They have their email address already. That's no secret. And then they've got their password. So let's go. When your client logs in, they're going to see this welcome page. This is the personal info menu. They can enter any of their basic information here. Of course, they can edit, add, however it needs to be done there. Again, for previous addresses, phones, job history, work history, marriage history, family members, all that stuff you can put on them to enter in if you think they're able to do that. Now, let's go to the cases page. This is the big deal here. They click into the cases, and now we can see checklist items. We can see notes that have been shared with the client. We can see documents that you've shared with the client. Now, there may be times when you receive a document and you want to share that with your client, but you don't want to do it through email. You can do it all through the client portal. And let's look at forms here. Now, we showed you how to share forms. So this is what the client will see. They'll be able to click on Edit. It'll open the modified form viewer for them. So they can have access to the fields that you said they could have access to. Right? So if they need to add anything, they can do that. It auto-saves as they enter, so you can then close that. When they're done, they'll simply mark it as complete. And then they can't touch it again until you re-enable it if needed. So these are the basic features of the client portal. And the idea is that, that you can use the client portal to share forms, to share the checklist items. Your client can actually upload documents directly to the client portal right here. So, for example, we'll pull in a screenshot of that, and it's going to tell it to upload. There we go. All good. So now we've got a list of property that was uploaded to the case. And this whole page is mobile friendly, so it's completely responsive. From a cell phone, it works great to be able to upload documents or photos directly from there. Very useful. Again, notes are just when you share them. Documents. Let's take a look at documents. So we can see that some documents were uploaded from the checklist. Let's go to the attorney side again. And let's go to the Documents tab. And let's just choose some other random file here to upload. I got a screenshot. We're going to click Upload. All right, so that's uploaded. And let's see here. That's the one that we just uploaded. If you want to share that to your client in the client portal, simply click here. Now it's going to be shared in the client portal. Okay, so when your client refreshes the client portal, they'll see that additional information reflected there. All right, and that's how easy it is to use the client portal inside of Prima Facie.